I caught my girlfriend in bed with my cousin, but the reason she did it is the most embarrassing mistake a gold digger could ever make. A year ago, my cousin Jake moved into my guest room after a messy divorce. Because he was family, I let him live rent-free and covered all his living expenses while I focused on running my company. Since I traveled constantly for work, Jake started living a double life in my house. Whenever I left town, he'd drive my car, take calls in my home office, and pretend my entire life belonged to him. When I started dating Emma, Jake saw his chance. Behind my back, he convinced her that he was the wealthy business owner, and I was just his broke relative staying in the spare room. Then, I came home early from a business trip. I walked upstairs and found them together in my master bedroom. I didn't scream, I just looked at Jake and calmly said, "Pack your bags, you have 10 minutes to get out of my house." Emma looked confused. She crossed her arms and said, "You can't kick him out of his own home." I actually laughed. I looked her dead in the eye and said, "His home, he's been unemployed for a year, he sleeps in my guest room on my charity." The color completely drained from Emma's face. She looked over at Jake, who suddenly couldn't even make eye contact. Next morning, Emma showed up at my front door sobbing. She begged for a second chance, swearing she was manipulated. I just smiled, handed her a trash bag full of Jake's cheap clothes, and shut my front door right in her face. She wasn't crying because she was lied to. She was crying because she realized she just threw away a successful business owner for a guy who now sleeps in the backseat of a 2012 Honda Civic.